This is E3 Strengths talking about the variations you can use to play three-string guitar. I learned my playing style or my ear technique from playing the harmonica, in which play slide every chord. Open is a D chord. Each position on the fret is a chord in and of itself. And so you're going to pick a song that you like. That's how I picked it. And in the, I happen to be attracted to In the Pines. I think it was initially on this guitar without electric accompaniment. Now, this is a real easy way to start things off. It's not hard at all. It's got your chords. Using the skip a fret method, all you got to do is get right on top of the frets without pressing down on the frets. And the action should be just a hair higher. It's not to say that you can't have finger picking and slide going at the same time. But usually and I'm using a finger pick, which I usually do with slide because it seems to work easier for me. So that might be something you might think of how to start. That's how I started. Despite my learning from harmonica that makes you want to go to single notes. Now, the second thing I did was use just a pick. And for this, I'm going to play Elizabeth Cotton's Shake Sugaree, which is a song I've become accustomed to playing. So it's... And you can see it has a very individual sound to it. You have more control, and you're still using this particular song still adheres to the pick a fret, and you can play it up and down the... You can use up and down the fretboard, and that's why learning that pick a fret or the Amazing Grace, which is how I did it and started moving it up and down the fretboard, will give you that feel. Now, one of the other things that I do is and I don't know what this is called. It's kind of a twist on the banjo, which a five-string banjo has one string that's always playing kind of a drone note. It works great on that, but this is how I do it. And And as you notice, its volume is a little bit diminished because you're not using a pick. A pick really enhances the volume and the sound and the tone. But again, we're playing the same position we played before. And what you're doing is you have one finger and you're playing the two strings, the two closest strings. And when you move up here, you're moving your fingers to the two top ones. And then when you're hitting that top note, I go single string because you got no drone on top and drone on the bottom. Doesn't do much. So that's how I do it. And the whole thing is this is blues and it's your guitar and you can play it whatever way you want. So that's how I do that. Now, third way that I go is I have a thumb pick like this, and guitar players that I played with and seen play seem to love this. And one of the things that I really hate about this pick is that no matter how I do it, that sucker starts to rotate. And that really drives me crazy. So that's an opportunity. However, the other choice is that you start getting that other finger involved. And that comes from practicing your two fingers. And that is definitely louder. And it's the practice you're having with your playing hand, both hands, as opposed to, you know, manipulating the single string or the double string. Now, the other issue is that you can also have chords just by two fingers, same fret. You can have three fingers on the two on one fret in the middle of the middle, or you can have them this way. So it's all getting used to it. Now, the other thing I like to do is use these individually. And that's playing single string with two fingers, which for me makes me feel like I can move faster and do two strings, and as long as I can move my finger to keep up. And that's the variations that I have. I haven't, even though my guitars and most three strings are rigged up for amplified playing, I don't, mine aren't they're not, it's not that they're not set up for it, is that I make them for acoustic playing, and I want them to be at least loud enough or distinct enough that they can be heard. But the whole idea behind amplified playing is so that they can blow out the horns or whoever else. The drum is heavier, and if they get amplified, then you got problems. So anyway, thank you for taking a look. Hope you play three strings. Keep playing. That's the thing, and enjoy it. And we can talk the next time about where do you get ideas for songs. See you in a bit. Thanks. Bye.